Okay, y'all. This is the deal. I lost my meat. I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking. And I've done my prep. And I put my stuff in the refrigerator. I know y'all heard me chopping earlier because I'm making tacos. So I chopped up all of my stuff, my onions, my tomatoes, my lettuce. To get the sour cream out of the refrigerator because I knew I had some frozen, hard as a brick. So I don't think he's gonna be any more good. So, but I did buy some more. So praise God, I did buy some more. Okay. So now I'm putting my meat up in the frying pan. And no, I just kind of scrubbed it out a little bit. I really didn't wash it out with soap from last night because I needed that sour cream smell sour. It smelled like sour milk. I wanted it to kind of flavor it a little bit, you know, give it some flavor. So I did not completely wash the frying pan. And it's a cast iron frying pan. So I can get away with that. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, now, so I'm gonna attempt to season my meat. And look, I got these neat little things to hold my taco shells in so they don't melt all together, and then they're easier to stuff too. So, and they're microwavable, so I can put them in the microwave and, you know, they'll do what they're supposed to do. I don't want y'all looking at the top of my, I don't want to look at the top of my head myself. So, I'm going to see if I can put this up a little bit. Just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Okay. Yeah, I know I moved out of frame. I had to because my stove is over here. And see, I'm over here near the refrigerator, in front of the refrigerator, in front of the freezer, because that's where my stove is. Okay, so I season it a little bit, let it cook just a little bit. Season it with my salt, my pepper, a little bit of accent. That's it, and then I'll put the rest of the stuff in it once it's done. But for now, that's all I'm gonna do with it, I think. So then I was trying to decide if I wanted to do something on the side with the tacos, because I bought some corn on the cob, but I don't want to do corn on the cob. The tacos, that's just too much. I think tacos are enough on its own if you got enough of them. Or what I should have really did when I'm thinking about it, I should have did some egg rolls. Because you know I kind of got a taste for some, but you know, I didn't get the shell, so you know, you gotta have the egg roll shells to do the egg rolls. And I didn't buy the shell, so I have to settle for tacos today. It's a light meal, but it's a good meal. It's a filling meal, especially with everything that you put in it. I didn't get no black olives because I like black olives in my taco, but the darn black olives for a little can was $2 and something, and I threw it back up on the shelf. But I know what? I got about 6 cans of black olives in the trunk of my car. Big cans. So what I may do is just go to the car, get a can of black olives out of it, and chop me up a few of them to go on my tacos, because ain't nobody gonna eat them but me. Anyway, You know, and then I eat the rest of the olives whenever I feel like eating. Because I bought these olives, but they got pimentos in it. And I guess they okay. I'd rather my olives have the pits in them for some reason. And add a little bite to it. Maybe I put them in the refrigerator. Let them get cold. It's cool. I don't like my stuff cold. It bothers my teeth. But I maybe cut some of them up instead of the black olives. That way I can go ahead and use them. I don't need to cut up with maybe 4 or 5 of them. That's enough for me. For my tacos. And the rest of them, I guess I just eat randomly whenever I get an urge. Or when I think about them. Because I look at them every day, but I really don't think about them. This darn ground beef taking forever to cook for some reason. It better get on the stick here. And it don't have that much fat. So, I mean, it's rendering down, but not a whole lot. You would think it would be a little bit more fat in here than, because usually when it cooks slow like this, it's because it's rendered down and it's got a lot of fat, and you need to pour that, pour the fat off of it and just have a dry frying pan to it cooks better without the oil, unless your meat is very, very lean and you need the oil to cook it. Otherwise, oh no, I got the fire too high. I just let it render down. Then pour it off and let it render down some more. But once I pour it off and the frying pan's dry, then it cooks a little bit faster. Then once the oil cools, I pour it in the trash. But, oh gosh, this frying pan's heavy. My shoulder hurts. And the reason why I use the seasoning from the frying pan and didn't use soap to wash it out, like I said, because it's a cast iron, so I wanted the seasoning to be in the pan, and there wasn't no grease in anything in it. It just, whatever the render was in it from, the scrapings that was in it, I scraped them on out and threw them in the trash. But it was steak, so hamburger meat is chopped steak, so it's both beef, so it wasn't going to really matter. And I got me some zucchini left from yesterday, so I'm going to eat my zucchini squash. And no, I'm not going to put it on my tacos, but I am going to eat it as you would a salad before a meal, like an appetizer. So I'm going to eat my zucchini. And I don't have any fruit to go with dinner today. I don't have no mango. I think it's a nectarine in there, which I don't eat. And I've got some bananas. All the plums and all. Because I like to cut maybe a piece of fresh fruit, especially mangoes, up on the side. Sometimes I'll do apples, on the side of the plate with dinner. And that's kind of the dessert thing. And I don't know, I use it almost as a garnish to make the plate look pretty. but it's an edible pretty. So, you know, it's not like throwing some parsley up there or something like that. You know, some green sprigs or something. Some people eat parsley. I like to season my food with it, but I don't want to eat it, you know, in its raw form. And same thing with a lot of other things that they use as garnish on a plate. I'd rather use fruit. Slice it up really nice and put it on. Sometimes maybe more than one fruit. And hey, you can eat it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I only use fruits that I like. Or that most people eat. I wouldn't use figs because they're too small. They're not appealing looking. Even though I like them, they're not appealing. I don't do peaches because I don't do peaches. I don't peel peaches. I don't eat peaches. I don't do nothing with peaches. I barely buy them. You know, I'm funny when I touch them in the store. I have to put them in the bag to buy them. My husband loves peaches. Of course he loves peaches. I'm the biggest peach, but that was a joke, guys. No, it wasn't. So, okay, my meat cooking now real good. And I'm gonna taste it in a minute to see how well it's seasoned. Because even though you're using that taco sauce and stuff in it, taco seasoning, I still season my ground beef because ground beef is a tough meat to season. Yeah. So I have to have some additional seasoning. I don't think there's anything we cook we don't season. You know, you get stuff sometimes they give you the recipe and they'll tell you what to do. And then once it's done, they'll tell you to salt and pepper it to taste. No. You need to season that stuff before to taste. Then after it's done and it doesn't have enough seasoning, or it's not seasoned to your liking, then you add a pinch of salt and pepper to season it to taste. Otherwise, you have some pretty bland food. And if you like bland food, I mean, that's fine. Some people like bland food. I don't like bland food. Sorry. I don't want it high seasoned, but I definitely don't want it bland. I even season my water when I'm doing potatoes, for like potato salad. You season your water for pasta. You don't wait till it's done to season it. Just cheese by itself is not going to season it. And when I make potato salad, I use a lot of stuff in my potato salad. But I still season my potatoes while they're cooking, so that that seasoning goes through it, and then it's not that hard to season your salad when it's done. That means you don't have to over season it. You don't have to try to guesstimate what you got to put in it. You know, and I have a special way of mixing up my salad so that it is well mixed. All my ingredients are well mixed through my salad by the time my salad is ready. So I don't have to guesstimate if it's enough of this or enough of that or too much of this. I already know what it's going to taste like once I add my potatoes to it. And I think I do that pretty much with any type of salad that I'm making. I mix my stuff, all my ingredients. I even do it when I make my red rice, because I want to know what my red rice is going to taste like. I'll get a good idea what my red rice is going to taste like even before I add my rice to it. And depending on how much of whatever I put in it, then I'll know how much rice to put in it. And I don't have to worry about my rice being under-seasoned or over-seasoned. And I do that because, and I guess I over-season it just a tad bit because I don't cook my rice prior to making it. I mix my rice into the ingredients raw, and then I bake it off in the oven. So therefore, I don't have anything sticking to the pan. My rice is never gummy. My rice is always perfect. Mind you, I can make it on top of the stove. The only thing about making it on top of the stove is a lot of times because you're using tomato product and maybe a little bit of sugar, but the tomato product by itself has sugar in it. So and if you don't have a really a really good set of cookware, it'll scorch the bottom of the pot. And I got a thing about stuff sticking to the bottom of my pots. And I guess that's because I don't like cleaning it when it's stuck to the bottom of the pot. And it's scorched and burnt. I don't like that at all. I've thrown pots away if I haven't stuff stuck to it. Like grits. Oh yeah. You get grits stuck to the bottom of the pot, and you need to soak it 3 days to get the grits to loosen up. That pot going in the trash can. I just have to buy another pot. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Yes, I have thrown pots in the trash. Not worth it. Okay. I tell you, my husband got all kind of stuff in his refrigerator. Never looks to see if something in the refrigerator is already there, already open. He just opens another one and put it in there. That can be really annoying. And what I just did, I just added a little bit of the taco sauce itself. Well, actually, it's salsa, the Chi-Chi's salsa, into my meat. When I was in Virginia, I used to love to go to Chi-Chi's. We used to take lunch and go to Chi-Chi's. We had a hour's lunch. Go to Chi-Chi's and get a chimichanga. Oh my goodness. And if you were bold enough, you get your margarita to go with your chimichanga. Then you go back to work. Virginia was the only place that I know that had Chi-Chi's restaurants. I haven't seen one since I left Virginia. No, but they were good. And I used to like their salsa and chips too. They had really good chips and salsa, the tortilla chips and salsa. And I know they sell the Chi-Chi's salsa, but it don't taste like it. And it says restaurant style, but it don't taste like the one in the restaurant tastes, believe me. Oh gosh, my back hurting, y'all. So I've been standing for a minute, but I'm almost done. I'm gonna put, you know, it don't take but 5-6 seconds to warm them tacos. So I'm gonna stick them in them shells and throw them in the microwave, and that's gonna be a done deal. Mm. Okay. And usually when I do tacos, I usually fix an extra one so my husband can have lunch. And, you know, I'll go ahead and cook his taco. And all he got to do is stuff it. I'll put all his stuff in his bowls. You know, whatever. I put it all in the bowls. And I have little containers like that for, like, sour cream. Because he likes sour cream. So I put, you know, a little bowl of sour cream in it and everything. So all he got to do is put it together. You know. So, but what I'm going to do, I turned my meat off. But I think I'm going to turn it on low and let it simmer for a few minutes because it's now 6:30. Yeah, my clock is out. I never changed it to daylight saving time, so it has 5:30. That means it's 6:30. I can keep it with the time like that. It doesn't bother me. So as soon, oh gosh, told you I gotta sit down. And I gotta turn some lights on so I can see. But after I sit down and rest my little self for a few minutes, not long. I just need to rest for a few minutes. I gotta say my back. Then I'll go in here and put my shells in the microwave. And I do not want to watch the Virginia. Put my shells in the microwave. Call him to fix his tacos. Cause guess what? I'm not fixing them today. I'm gonna have to fix his own. And that's gonna be a done deal. Sinkhole swallowed alive. That's gonna be it for me for today. And tomorrow's gonna be another day and another planning for a meal. And that can be very, very. That's a job all by itself. That's a task. Is to try to figure out meals for a day. And I tried, you know, doing it by the week and writing them down and putting them on the refrigerator and all that organizable stuff that people do, organizational stuff, you know, so I can, but it don't work out that way. So I don't even worry about it. So if I get something in my head that I want to try to cook for the week, I just go and buy all of the meat at one time, stick it in the refrigerator. You know, I don't thaw nothing out of the freezers or anything like that. I'll just go and buy it out the store already thawed and stick it in the refrigerator. And it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And go from there. So, but normally I have to look for something in the freezer to take out the freezer and think about what's going to go with it and how I'm going to fix it. And that's a chore. And anybody that tells you that's not a job, that's not a chore, they are very untruthful. They're very sadly mistaken because that's a chore. When I sat home half of the day trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to cook? What do I want to cook? What are we going to have to eat today? You know, and I'll ask my husband, well, what you feel like today? Well, I work, so you figure out what to eat. Why, heck, that's just as hard. You know, because a lot of times I'm that person, a stomach full ain't nothing but a stomach full. It don't matter what I eat. I can open me a can of baked beans and eat that and call it a day. I can eat me a sandwich and call it a day. I don't have to have a full meal. Okay, I got stuff falling down in there. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't have, a lot of times I don't have a particular taste for anything. And that's why I ask him, what do you feel like? Because it's going to be, the meal will be determined on what he feels like eating. You know, but if you can't give me nothing, then I'm going to fix whatever come to my mind. And then don't give me no attitude when I fix whatever come to my mind and act like you don't want to eat it. Because you're going to eat it or you're going to be hungry because you didn't tell me what you wanted. So it could have came out a whole lot differently if you had told me what you wanted. But since you didn't, then you eat whatever I fix and be happy and say, thank you, Jesus. That's what you have to do. You know. Well, I think I done sat long enough, so I'm going to put my tacos in the little taco holders, and I got them from Temu. So I'm gonna see how well that worked, and then I guess we'll eat, and I'll take the rest of my medicine that I didn't take today, and basically call it a day. And I'll be back tomorrow with some fun and trying to sing. And I don't know what's going on with my voice. I don't know if it's my CPAP because water drains, condensation, I guess, from the CPAP drains out my throat, and I know you hear me, so I don't know what's going on with it, but it'll be okay too. So if you hear something sound like a cat on a hot tin roof, that's probably me. But hey, it's all right. All right, see you later. Bye.